O'Connell back in studio with Cory Linn of Perfect Hero. Thanks for taking a few more minutes with us.
Yeah,
we wanted to learn a little bit more about you, what makes
Mm-hmm.
you tick, and just where you come from. When did you start playing guitar?
I started guitar when I was 11 years old, and I remember what inspired me the most about really taking action and starting to play and getting a guitar and taking lessons. All that was I visited a friend of mine about a year earlier when I was 10, and he had an electric guitar, a little Harmony electric guitar, and a little mini combo amp. And I remember just being so fascinated by the guitar. You know, when I picked it up, I strummed it and whatnot, and I wasn't really playing anything, but it was just so cool. It was just something that, I mean, I was blown away by. So I ran home and, of course, pretty much probably irritated my parents until they eventually broke down and, you know, purchased the guitar. And I started doing lessons for about 4.5 to 5 years, and the rest is history on that. So.
All right. Well, as far as what inspired you as a kid, what you wanted to learn, what you wanted to play, who were those influences?
Basically, from the time I was a little boy, one of the guitar players that inspired me most was Prince. And especially Let's Go Crazy, at the end of Let's Go Crazy, that big guitar solo he did. I remember the hair on my arms would stand up every time I'd hear that. He was a big influence on me as a you know, my preteen years. As I really started getting into other styles of music like heavy metal, hard rock, Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen and Steve Vai were real. I was influenced by them a lot, you know, as I got into harder rock music. You know, so.
All right. And so as far as bands that you played with at a young age, were they all of that genre, or did you have to find your way in through other avenues?
No, by the time I joined my first band, I was probably, I'm going to say about 13 years old. I was the only kid in middle school in a band with all like juniors and seniors in high school, so it was cool. We were already doing hard rock stuff at the time, so I just pretty much fit right into that, and it was just something that I was really passionate about doing. And all the bands, for the most, that followed, except for maybe a few, it was all, you know, usually rock and roll, hard rock stuff. So yeah.
All right, great. And I understand that you taught lessons for a while.
Yes, absolutely. Since February 1996, taught guitar. Remember my first student, remember my first lesson, being really nervous, and you know, did that for many, many years, and taught a lot of folks of all different ages and levels and whatnot. So yeah.
You got to share your passion for the instrument.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
and got to hear some frustrations from people sometimes whenever, you know, they realize that it's a little bit more work than just, you know, getting it done overnight and whatnot.
Right.
So, but yeah, and then got to see some, you know, some pretty cool success things with some of the students over the years too. Some of them went on to join bands or even become guitar teachers themselves, which is really cool. You know, and some of them became really good at the instrument. So.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right.